Afolabi as President of the Senate. The Nigerian Air Force has stated that its air components of Operations Delta Safe carried out investigative missions along the Kolo Creek trunk line and the Suku Sambath lines, destroyed canoes as illegal site at Obone Kori in Rivers State. Director of Public Relations and Information, Nigerian Air Force Air Vice Marshal Edward Gapquit, in a statement today, stated that the crews can the right of way of the pipeline with no sign of breach observed. He stated that midway along that line at the leak was observed, with some persons suspected to be staff of oil company attempting to fix the leakage. But the team, while extended the patrol towards the end of the line, views no sign of illegal activities. And he stated further that the aircraft proceeded to Suko Sambath, identified the Suko gas station, and carried out a photo scan of the general environment with no sign of illegal activities observed. But on their return journey, the crew sighted 6 canoes loaded with suspected stolen oil products, which were subsequently destroyed. The news across the world is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM Lorry. We go on a break now. When we return, we'll bring you foreign sport news. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Welcome back. Now we move to the foreign scene. Kenya's embattled President William Ruto today named a partial new cabinet as it steers the process to form a broad-based government after a month of widespread and sometimes deadly protest against the administration. In a televised address, Ruto unveils the names of the 11 proposed ministers after last week sacking almost his entire cabinet as it seeks to contain the worst crisis of his clearly 2 years presidency. He put forward 11 names of cabinet minister and the attorney general that will go before parliament for approval. However, several of those nominated were members of the previous government, including Keto Kindiki at the head of the Interior Ministry, which is in charge of Kenya's under-fire police force. Still on the foreign scene, Vietnam's long-serving leader Nguyen Phu Trong has died after a period of illness, marking the end of a political era. The announcement came days after the government said he was stepping back to focus on his health and had handed duties to President Tu Lam as the General Secretary of the Vietnam's ruling Council Party since 2011, and at one point also debuted the president. Mr. Trong was seen as one of the country's most powerful leaders in decades, besides overseeing the supercharged growth of Vietnam's economy. The 80-year-old was known for his blazing finances, anti-corruption campaign. Mr. Trong's death came as the time of political turbulence for Vietnam's communist leadership. And now moving on to the business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
Nigeria produced a total of 236.3 million barrels of crude oil in the first half of 2024. Data obtained from the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission confirms that 44.2 million barrels of crude oil were produced in January, while the country pumped 38.3 million barrels of oil in February. Similarly, 38.1 million barrels were produced in March, and the monthly production for April was 38.4 million. In May, 38.8 million barrels were pumped, and 38.3 million barrels were achieved in June. In the same period in 2023, the country's total oil output from January to June was 219.5 million barrels, 16.73 million lower than was recorded in 2024. And in the entertainment news,
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
Popular cryptocurrency billionaire Linus Williams, widely known as the Blood, has been granted bail after 3 days in police custody. Controversial self-acclaimed social media activist Very Dark Man, VDM, made this known in a post share on the Instagram page today. Recall that Very Dark Man VDM had days ago announced Blood arrest over allegations of fraud and terrorism funding. We have given an update in a new trading post on the page. VDM, Very Dark Man, reveals that Blood had been released after much begging and crying, while the Blood Group had debunked the allegations of his arrest, clarifying that he was simply invited for questioning. And now moving on to the sport news.
Diamond FM Sports News.
Nigerian Super Falcon midfielder Tony Panye has expressed excitement after joining the English Super League side Everton FC. And Torres today announced the capture of the Nigerian international who departed the Spanish side Sevilla earlier in this week. Payne linked up with the Toffees on the free transfer after 7 ties with Spanish Debrola side Sevilla. In a reaction, Payne has said the excitement to be an opportunity to play at the club like Everton with such history in football. And still in sport, Christian Nwoke is in the verge of going to Nigerian Premier Football League side Eyimba. Nwoke has been identified as the replacement for the departed first-choice goalkeeper Ojo Olorunleke, and the goaltender who was supported in the People's Elephant training camp has reportedly held talk with the Yimbe management, and the pinnable shootings to the stopper left Sporting Lagos after the club relegation to the Nigerian National League last season. Nwoke kept 8 clean sheets for the modest club and expected to sign a contract with Eyimba before the start of the new season. And with that, we have come to the end of the news across the world. But before we go, here again are the major highlights. President Tinubu to attend 6th African Union Mid-Year Coordination Meeting in Ghana. Tight security as President Tinubu visits Yobe tomorrow. Federal government restates commitment to address unemployment. On the force in Kenya, President names Pasha new cabinet. And Business Niger produced 236 million barrels of crude oil in 6 months. And entertainment crypto billionaire Blood released days after arrest. And lastly, on sports, Super Falcon Statoni Paya joins Everything Ladies. Do you know on this day, in 1994, a bomb explosion in Panama killed 21 people? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM Newsroom on 0916 062 7526. The news across the world was edited by Abiodun Akinwumi. I am Precious Afolabi D. Many thanks for listening.
From news to sports, current affairs to entertainment, beautiful music, amazing programs, we got you all covered at Diamond 88.7 FM.
I'm in love. I'm obsessed.